Yo, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. For today, we are playing in the new Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. Y'all saw me using this on my live last week, so we're going to do our tutorial today. I know you guys like it when I do full face, so I figured we'll do eye tutorial, and it was kind of zoomed through me doing the face today. I am going to do eyes first, just simply because, okay, so everyone knows who Sir John is at this point, right? Beyonce's makeup artist coming out with the new palette in collaboration with the Lion King. So I was watching him, glued eyes to the screen. I was watching him do Makeup Shayla and Desi Perkins makeup because he's a pro. I wanted to learn some of his techniques. And what he does is he does eyes first and then all the foundation and concealer after, which typically for me, for my clients, I normally do foundation first, then eyes. But if I'm doing a smoky eye or something, I will do the eyes first. But when I do my eyes first, I only do the eyeshadow, then I come back and do the foundation. He does everything from the eyeshadow, from blowing out the waterline, eyeliner, lashes. So that's what I'm going to try today. So let's go ahead and we're gonna zoom you into the eyeballs. Alright, so this is our look, y'all. We got a lash on today. Who am I? Who am I? I got a new hairstyle, so I'm going to be testing out some hairstyles here just simply because I have to start thinking about what I'm going to do with my hair for my competition. So you're going to see some new hairstyles. Let me know if you like my little low sleek bun. If you want to see a tutorial on this, on how I get my hair to get snatched back, let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eye. And I have a skincare video coming soon because a lot of you guys were very curious about some products in my mini haul that I posted. Speaking of my mini haul, I forgot to mention one thing that's here from Pharmacy. I think I had it downstairs. This was also a gift from D. Shout out to D. So I'll be testing these out as well. I'll let you guys know. For the first shade, we're gonna go in. I wanna try to use shades that I didn't use in my live. We're gonna go in with this shade here. This is beautiful. Come on, focus for me, baby. Boom, right here. It's more of a orangey yellow. I don't know why I didn't pick up that way on the camera, but I'm just gonna go in with my MAC 217 brush. No, 224, excuse me. And this is going to be the shade that goes into the crease. And I am taking it in the crease and a little bit higher because when I look straight ahead, I want you to be able to see that shade. And I feel like shades like these, they typically never really work out that great for me, especially like once I start trying to build up the opacity. It just kind of crumbles or I blend it away, but this goes on lovely. I love this shade. So pretty. Next, I'm taking a flat brush. We're gonna take Morning, this shade right here. This is totally blowing it out. My lighting, sorry. And this is going to go right up under the brow bone. This is like the perfect brow bone highlight because it just gives you just a little bit of a highlight, nothing too crazy. Then I just like to wipe off my flat brush and then I'll just kind of blend it. All right, next up, smaller detailer brush. We're gonna take the shade Glory, that beautiful like pinky magenta shade. And this is going in the crease, but we do not want to take this high. Keep it low, low, low. I like to concentrate the majority of the shadow on the outside, and then I'll start sweeping it towards the inner. And then going back in with our first shade again, the 224. Just gonna come up a little bit higher because I don't want to lose that transition in the first one. Don't want to lose that shade. I want it to show. So if you happen to cover it up a little too much, just go back over it again. And these shades blend beautifully together. I still can't get over these shades. Just not even the colors of the shades, just how well they blend and how easy they are to work with. I've been wearing Biba all week long. The neutral palette, that's been my jam. And yeah, it's just a basic neutral palette, but I like it. All right, next up, we're gonna take the shade Clove here, down in the corner, and this is going to go on the outer corner. Then we're gonna start sweeping it into the lid, about halfway there. Now this shade is definitely more muted. It's cooler than the Glory, the first pink we laid down. I swatched the Huda Neons palette when I was looking at this one, and nah, I'm not really into those kind of shades anyway, like the neons and the pastels, just because I feel like the formulas for them, like those are just really, really hard shades to create. For me, like the neons, like I love the idea of it and the packaging of it, but that's a little too trendy for me because that ain't anything I'm gonna use, you know what I mean? On a client, definitely not, because I don't do editorial work, and it's not anything I'm gonna use on myself because, I mean, I'm not gonna rock neon on my eyes. Now, I'll wear neon clothing or maybe even a nail polish, you know, maybe like a cute little top, but I don't really see me buying a neon palette just simply because I would probably use it twice and then, I don't know, it just doesn't seem practical for me. Now, if that's your jam, you're into it, then you go for it. But once I swatched it and I saw the formula, I was kind of like, meh. All right, now taking my finger, we're gonna take Aster. This is a purple, but it's got like some blue reflex in it, and we're just gonna pop that on. This is so pretty. And no fallout, guys. This palette has no fallout. Insane, insane. Like, I would be super curious to get my hands on her Safari palette, only because I heard so many people saying that the quality of it wasn't like her normal palettes. Because the mattes are bomb. Like the mattes in here and the mattes in the Biba palette, I like a lot. But a lot of people were saying that the Safari palette wasn't hitting on much. And I was like, what? All right, now we are going to take the shade Jasper, this orange tone here, and this is going to go, yikes, dropped it. This is gonna go on the waterline here. Then we're gonna take Awakening. That is so blown out, I'm sorry, you cannot even really tell what that looks like. It's almost like a rosy. I'm gonna pop a little of it down here. Then I'm gonna go back in with that Aster and kind of mix the two together. All right, then taking some Marc Jacobs highliner. This is the black, and I'm going to rim in that waterline really, really tightly. Then I'm just gonna wing. And this is the Sephora Wink It Felt Liner. Y'all, don't sleep on it, okay? Do not sleep on it. Sephora collection makes some bomb products. And then right after mascara, we're gonna go in with some Ardell lashes. Now you guys know I'm not a lash girl, but I haven't worn lashes in so long, and I really wanted to put some on for the look what I did it live, but we didn't have time because my battery was dying. So for today, we're gonna throw on some lashes. I do like natural lashes, like nothing too crazy. These are the Ardell lashes in the style 330. Ironically enough, I did not have to cut them. They already are long enough. They're like the perfect fit for my eyes. So I ain't mad at that. That is a rare occasion when I don't have to trim my lash when I do wear them. Okay, let's get this face popping. I'm not gonna really spend too much time giving details. We're just gonna kind of run through it real fast. Told you guys I'm gonna be trying the Surge On, just the lifting technique. Foundation for the rest of June and July that I'll be using when I film will be this, just simply because she's approaching her 1 year mark since I bought her, aka about to expire. So you guys are gonna see this for the next couple of weeks. Sorry if you get bored with it, but I just gotta make sure I use it. First, I'm going in with some Tarte Shape Cake Balm. Alright, Dior BackStage, one of my faves, in the shade 5W, the most perfect shade match ever. And guess what? We're using a sponge. I told you guys I was inspired after I saw Nima Tang's video on how she cleaned her sponges with a cleansing oil. So I'm gonna try that and see if I can get it cleaned that way, if it feels clean to me. And if not, I'll just go back to my wedges that I use. And this is a Real Techniques one. I was not gonna buy a beauty blender. I just feel like the quality of beauty blenders have changed. They just don't hold up. I ain't spending $20 for something to not last, you feel me? Have to actually put foundation on my forehead, which I'm not used to doing. My forehead typically isn't exposed. Excuse me, 5-head. I can't remember who it was. It was a comment that was left in one of my bikini vlogs where I was just talking about body insecurities, and someone was saying how someone told them that they had a big forehead and that she would never wear her hair back. I feel you, girl. I'm the same. I used to never wear my hair back either because I have a 5-head, but you know what? Your girl's secure now, and we're gonna wear our snatch back ponytails, okay? They're gonna get all this 5-head goodness. Ooh, I haven't missed using a sponge. This is nice, this is nice. Okay, for concealer, we're gonna go with Kat Von Dizzle in the shade D37. Okay, so here is where we're gonna start our lifting. So basically, pulling everything up. Let me grab a because the reason why I would never do any of my eyeliner first, then concealer, is because I would be afraid that it would mix in together and get muddy. But let's try it. He said this is a technique that he typically does with more mature women, which immediately spoke to me because my demographic is that. Y'all know I keep it 100. I love women 35 and up. Like, I don't have any issues with anybody under that, but I live for my women that are 35 and up, preferably 40 and up. Yeah. I don't know, it's just a different vibe. I don't know, maybe it's because I have an old soul, and not saying that 35 and up and 40 is old, because it's not. It is still very much so young. Like, you still got so much time to do whatever it is that you want to do, but I just really vibe well with the 35, more so 40 and up. Yeah, man. Which is interesting because I'm only 30. But I don't know, maybe that's just because I'm more mature and I had to kind of grow up fast, and I am independent because I'm an only child and I had to, you know, my mom's a single mom. I had to do so much on my own and figure out a lot of things. I don't know. I can't tell you, but that's my jam. Okay. All right, well, not bad. Nothing got mixed together. Let's carry on. Let's carry on. All right, I'm still testing out the Huda Beauty Tantour. This is in the shade Tan. I do need a sponge for this though. Hold on, first, let me set my under eyes. We're gonna start using this again, the Kat Von D Lock It Brightening Powder in Golden, because I got an email the other day that she is back in stock on her website, so that means I can use this on my channel now. I stopped using it because I just knew she discontinued it, but it's back. I accidentally got way too much. And someone asked me which I preferred more, the Kat Von D or the mineralized skin finish. I like them both equally. It just depends on the look that I'm going for and the climate that I'm working with, and, you know, the skin type. On myself right now, because I do have a little bit more of a va-va-voom eye look going on, I like this because it just gives you that more brightening snatched look. And also it is warmer outside. Now if it's cooler outside, or if I'm working on someone with dry skin, mature skin, definitely mineralized skin finish. Now if my eyes weren't so over the top, I would just use my MAC mineralized skin finish, but it just depends. I don't prefer one over the other. I like them both, just in different scenarios and situations. And the mini haul did so good. I don't know if it's because I haven't bought any makeup in a long time, or if y'all are just me and you're nosy and you want to see what makeup people are buying, but I appreciate everyone that watched that. I was not expecting that video to do as well as it did, so that's always dope. Okay. And then something else, well, one thing at a time. Okay, so now, oh shoot, I got some powder in there. Taking the tantour, just a little, and this is how I've kind of been applying it. Now listen, it's a tantour, so be it you want to contour, you want to bronze, you do what you like, you go for what you know. I'm just doing more so, I don't even like using the terms contour or bronzing. I just like saying adding dimension to the face, because you can add dimension to the face with bronzer, you know. Now it might not be as chiseled and structured, just depending on the tone, because yes, a cooler tone is going to give you a little bit more of a structured look, just simply because it is more resemblant of a shadow. And I'm still not sure how I feel about the tantour. I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't know yet. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and set the whole face. I'm gonna use some translucent powder. This is my Sacha Buttercup powder, and I'm going right on over the tantour. I explained in my live video, I do this on clients too, especially if it is a situation when I am using any kind of cream, bronzer, contour, whatever the case may be. Most people would go right in and set it with a contour powder or bronzer. I don't like doing that, just simply because I feel like whenever I use a cream product and then lay over a bronzer or a contour powder, it kind of grabs and looks muddy. So I like to actually set over it with some translucent powder first, because it's going to set it in place and it's not going to change the shade of it. It's already, if you're using a true translucent powder, and then I will go over with a contour powder or a bronzer, just simply because it'll now glide over it and I don't have to worry about it getting muddy or catching. Now I feel like I got like a touch messy with this. That's the thing. I feel like using this, either I can get it really, really good, or I'm kind of like, oh no, that got a little out of hand. Like it kind of expands too much. I haven't quite figured out my hand with it just yet. And it blends out great. You know what I mean? I don't mind the shade. It's not a bad product, it's just using it, I find it to be a little bit of a learning curve. I mean, it blends out easily. It's no problem blending it out. It's just more so user error and figuring out my hand on how I'm gonna use it. What is it in the drag world? Burning the hairline? Yeah, that's what they say. Burning. Glow powder. I've been putting my glow super high up these days, like right up in this area. I don't know, I just like that better on me, maybe because I never have any texture on those higher up areas. Yeah, I don't know guys, that Huda product, don't know, I just don't know yet. And then current favorite, Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Cheek Sex on Fire is fantastic. Fantastic. And now I'm just gonna go back over my lashes on the bottom with a little bit more mascara, because I feel like I probably should have put mascara on the bottom last, only because I feel like powder got caught all in there. I feel like I look like one of those Instagram girls for the first time. You know the look. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. And then we're gonna go on with my favorite Bite Beauty French press gloss, dirty chai. I need a new one. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is our completed look. What do we think? Oh boy. This palette is a banger. I love this palette. I love this look. This is definitely, I feel like this is a different look for me. What do you guys think? I feel trendy. Alright guys, so this is the completed look. What do you think? Are you digging it? I want to hear your thoughts down below. The Natasha Denona Sunrise palette, I love. I absolutely love and adore. I haven't come across any eyeshadow formula like this whatsoever. I think this is just a banging product. Is it $65? Absolutely. Her original palettes are $130, which me personally, I have a hard time spending that much money on eyeshadow, which is why I haven't bought any of those myself or any of the bigger Pat McGrath palettes for that matter, just simply because I think they are both awesome creative artists, but that's expensive. So $65, I can kind of swallow that a little bit more. This is definitely a splurge. So if you are someone who, first of all, if you like these tones and you're looking to splurge, get it, you won't be disappointed. Now if you're someone who's thinking, oh my goodness, not another warm tone palette, I already have these shades, I don't need it, you're right, you don't need it. But me, I love this. So glad I bought this. I want to hear your thoughts down below. You know the deal. Keep it simple and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.